Eighth grade, it's week 11. Electrons are energy are what we're talking about this week, so let's jump right in. Students will be able to solve for kinetic energy based on mass and velocity. Those are some words we've gone over before. What could these four photos possibly have in common? Can you guess what it is? These are all things in motion, are they not? Therefore, these are all things that have kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is energy of moving matter. Anything that has kinetic energy, from atoms to matter to stars in outer space. Things with kinetic energy can do work. For example, a spinning saw blade in this photo is doing the work of cutting through a piece of metal. The amount of kinetic energy in a moving object depends directly on its mass and velocity. An object with greater mass or velocity has more kinetic energy. You can calculate the kinetic energy of a moving object with this equation. Kinetic energy equals 1/2 mass times velocity squared. This equation shows that an increase in velocity increases kinetic energy more than an increase in mass. If mass doubles, kinetic energy doubles as well. But if velocity doubles, kinetic energy increases by a factor of 4. That's because velocity is squared in the equation. Let's consider an example. Juan is running on the beach with his dad. Juan has a mass of 40 kilograms and is running at a velocity of 1 meter per second. How much kinetic energy does he have? Substitute these values for mass and velocity in the equation for kinetic energy. Kinetic energy equals 1/2 40 kilograms, Juan's mass, times 1 meter per second, the velocity which he's traveling. Notice that the answer is given in joules or Newton meters, which is the SI unit for energy. 1 joule is the amount of energy needed to apply a force of 1 Newton over a distance of 1 meter. So what about Juan's dad? His mass is 80 grams, and he's running at the same velocity as Juan, 1 meter per second. Because his mass is twice as great as Juan's, his kinetic energy must be twice as great as well. Let's check it. And sure enough, because he has twice the mass, his kinetic energy is twice as much. He has 40 joules of kinetic energy compared to the 20 joules that Juan had. So quick question. What is Juan's kinetic energy if he speeds up to 2 meters per second from 1 meter per second? Remember, by doubling his velocity, Juan increases his kinetic energy by a factor of 4. Before, his kinetic energy was 20 joules. Let's see what doubling his speed will do. By doubling his speed, he goes from 20 joules to a factor of 4, or 80 joules of kinetic energy. So in summary, kinetic energy, Ke, is the energy of moving matter. Anything that is moving has kinetic energy. The amount of kinetic energy in a moving object depends directly on its mass and velocity. It can be calculated with the equation Ke equals 1/2 mass times velocity squared. So, are you able to solve for kinetic energy based on mass and velocity? If so, by all means, move on to the next assignment. Otherwise, feel free to go back and check out this video one more time. Thanks for being here again, and we'll talk later. Have a great day.